the big man Noha Sadawi coming in. It'll be interesting. A quick look at Rajasthan starting 11. Malla under the sticks, and then Gursamrat and Abdul just in front of him as the centre backs, Surain and Shafi in the defence. He's got Kings, Allen and Hudu in the three-man midfield. Rahul, Blandon Jr. and Naoba Mitay will be making starts up front. And then on the bench, obviously the likes of Noha Sadawi will be there taking contest because you even know. And there, both the teams stepping out in the centre, hoping to leave a lasting impression. And the big man, Adrian Luna, right up front. And at the other end, of course, for Rajasthan United, it's their goalkeeper who will be taking centre stage as well. He's the captain of the team. Rajasthan United, a fairly younger side compared to Kerala Blasters in terms of experience. But again, make no mistake, Bhavindra Malla Thakuri, he's been there, he's been a part of this unit for a while now. And will be hoping to leave a significant mark in today's fixture. Again, one might say that it's not about what has been written before, the moments that has been carved, the history that we are talking about. But at times it's also about which team seizes that particular moment. And Rajasthan is one such team that can have a lot of surprises up their sleeves. And at the other end, Kerala will definitely not like the surprises. They'll want to close things down as early as possible. They'll want to bury this game with a lot of time on hand. Adrian Luna out in the centre for the toss. And obviously before the toss, I think Rajasthan United, they will be quickly hurdling up for the customary photo ops. A lot of young players in the mix, so obviously the tension, the nerves, the jitters will be there. And they'll try and avoid that at all costs. And at the other end, Kerala Blasters, a mix of young, raw talent, a mix of foreign exposure, foreign internationals, and some seasoned Indian players as well. It just means one thing, that we are lining up for what can be an absolutely crazy blockbuster. And if this man on your screen, Adrian Luna, he fires, I think Rajasthan United will have a lot of ground to catch up, and it won't be easy at all. The two captains at the toss a couple of days ago. I think it was raining like anything in Goa, but now the rain has stalled, which has provided a bit more smoother gameplay for all these players, because you know, with the rain in play, you got to think differently. You have to take the aerial balls, you have to be a lot more physically exerting as well. But with the rain out of the equation, you can be creative, you can come up with those artistry that we talk about in football. And today's match official, Aditya Purkayastha, he'll be the one taking over the charge, and obviously he's had a couple of brilliant games as well. And there's Kerala Blasters gearing up. One last huddle before they kick off their Super Cup campaign. And at the other end, it's the Desert Warriors, hoping to stun the Manjapara. Who will be the team to come out on top? Who will be the team to hit the first blow on the anvil of fate, shaping up this game's fortunes? We'll have everything to play for. Looks like it's a bit of a drizzle as well. It's just starting to drizzle, which kind of means that once again, that factor that we talked about with the rain gone and everything, it's back. But again, so far the stadium, it has been a fairly fine one. And there you go, wherever Kerala Blasters go, their fans follow. It can be in Goa, it can be in Kerala, it can be in Kolkata, or it can be in any corner of the world. It doesn't matter. What matters is that their favorite team is playing and they are there to support. This is what binds Kerala. The sheer intensity. It just tells you that these fans, they are willing to give everything, and they are here to cheer their favorite players. And obviously for Rodriguez, it's a new start, it's a new dawn. Just to give you all a quick heads up, this is there are 4 teams that haven't yet played, including Rajasthan and Kerala. So this is a Group B encounter. Later in the day at Patorda, there's a Group C encounter coming up, where Bengaluru FC will be opening their account against Mohammedan Sporting Club. So yes, this game today, one can call it the day of Genesis, because teams are starting up. And what initially started off as a drizzle is now bolstering itself, kind of bucketing down here at Patorda. And Aditya Purkhaista, he says, let's play. And we come alive at the GMT Athletic Stadium in Bambolim, attacking on your frame from the left to the right in their away threads. It's Kerala Blasters, and on your frame from the right to the left in their pink, it's Rajasthan United. And Kerala will want some early momentum, and that's exactly how they have started up as well. They want to open up the Rajasthan defense as early as possible, want to take that opening goal and set the tone rightly enough. We talked about their team, obviously the likes of Kuru Singh, Koldo and Nihal, they are the ones up front. With Adrian Luna coming from back, Danish as well playing in a much more of a central midfield role today. But Danish, he usually has this instinct of dropping deep slightly to try and bolster that defensive midfield, become that fulcrum. That's a good ball forward, to be honest. Rajasthan got a bit of momentum. Surendra plays it all the way back to Malla there. And once again, Malla leading the side. I said before that he's been a part of this team for a long time. Ever since they made their footfall in IB 2023-24 in Rajasthan, they are kind of trying to bank upon those long balls. That's a decent delivery out on the far right, but it has been stymied. And now Kerala will be hoping to launch a counter, but Rajasthan kind of playing a bit of a physical brand of football. Shahif, a long way from that defensive position of his. There comes the cross at the far side, but no one to try and capitalize, and the ball goes out to play. Rajasthan just trying to stun Kerala Blasters. If they can get an early goal, you never know. Kerala through the centre. Lays it off towards the left. They've got Vivin Mohanan. He delivers it forward. This can be an opening. Adrian Luna shifting all the way to the left. And this man, he's capable of inflicting some serious damage. Hailing all the way from Uruguay. He's been a part of Kerala Blasters since 2021. He's played 70 matches, went on to score 12 goals, and he has 23 assists as well. The man is known more for engineering and orchestrating those strikes. It's going to be a long throw-in. Just trying to infuse a bit of chaos altogether right from the very start. Trying to capitalize upon the re-jitters of Rajasthan. Headed away to safety. And just when it felt like Kerala Blasters might have an opening to come in from the right, they couldn't. They were stopped altogether. A free kick for Rajasthan. We talked about Bhavendra. We talked about how he's been a long-term prospect for Rajasthan United. But while we talk about Bhavendra, we also got to talk about the likes of Gursimrat Singh Gill. He's been pretty impressive. That's another long ball, a bit of a tussle for it in front. But once again, Nora Fernandez cool and calm under the pump. Comes out of his line, gets hold of the ball without breaking a sweat at all. And apart from that, I think for Rajasthan, the likes of Abdul Halik Hudu, hailing all the way from Ghana alongside Abdul Samadango as well, will try and create a bit of divergence between the two sides. That's a good forward ball and might be one of those openings for Rajasthan United. That's quality. The cross was slightly overpowered. That's some top quality work there from Nova. Almost took the entire Kerala defense apart. Another cross floated in. And finally, that has been faded away at the expense of a corner. Rajasthan United are now inflicting a bit more attack, showing a bit more aggression and belligerence to try and open up the Kerala Blasters' rear guard. And not a bad way to start the game. They're kind of pushing in with intent. They're kind of trying to create a message here that we are not here to just sit back and defend. We are here to also try and find our opportunities. Alan Thapa to deliver the corner. And the referee just wants to cool things down. Just to give you a quick heads up about the referees' entourage, Aditya Purkaister is today's referee. The two assistant referees, Sumanta Datta and Dipesh Manohar Sawant. And Harish Kundu, our fourth official. Alan sends the corner in. And that has been repelled away pretty easily by the Blasters. Another ball comes in. And just in the way it was collected, it went all wrong. The referee blowing the whistle. And I think a lot will also depend on this young man. Abdul Samad Ango, who is going for the header and clear away pretty well by Juan Rodriguez. Nora Fernandez, obviously this is a good bit of game time for him as well. And I think this will be a preparatory phase, a run-up phase ahead of the ISL, where Kerala Blasters can test him, can probe him, and figure out when given a chance, he can step up. That's an incredible ball. Kerala are sensing out something, trying to deliver the cross. Took a deflection along the way, lost its sting. And then with the rain coming in, the ground's getting slightly slippery. And Rajasthan might be up for an attack. But Kerala does brilliantly to recover. And eventually Vibin Mohanan comes in between the ball and the player, sending it all the way back to Nora. A good bit of defense altogether through the center. Doesn't really allow Rajasthan United to knock on the doors again. Every single time Rajasthan getting hold of the ball, they are coming forward with a few questions for the Kerala Blasters defense. Once again, Naoba shifting to that left wing. And now a possible opportunity. Surendra was trying to accelerate, but the ball was kind of overpowered on that occasion. It's going to be a good duel altogether, considering that Naoba Mitei, he's been around for a while now. He can switch between the left and right. And now he started on the right, now he's decided to move to the left. And obviously he'll be a very, very important factor in the Rajasthan United attack. The kind of work rate that he's capable of taking should be important. Surendra Singh has been pretty busy on the left flank. But that's a lovely ball. Can be an opening. Fine cross. Wonderfully controlled. Trying to open up that shooting lane. Going for precision at the far side. That was another warning shot fired by Ebenezer Amo Kings. Unfortunately, couldn't just get the target right. And it wasn't the easiest of chances. He had defenders ahead of himself, not one but two. So he had to find the right angle to try and take the shot in a way where he could have injected a lot more power in the delivery. But then he had to rush because the defenders were closing down in pretty quick succession. Thereby the shot that eventually came in, that wasn't of much consequence. Kerala, to be honest, still to find the right chord They are focusing more on possession. I think it goes without saying David Katala will have his task cut out. Another long ball onto the right. And Rajasthan did win it, but only to concede that. Cross at the far side and headed away just in the nick of time. Shahif coming in all the way from that left, using that towering stature of his and coming to the deliverance of his team on that occasion. That's good movement and good anticipation as well. And now Kerala from the right, nicely brought down, and a try to take a shot on the turn goes slightly haywire on that occasion. It's not easy to break down the Rajasthan defense so comfortably. They'll have to work hard, they'll have to dig deep. But once again, Kerala on the move. Danish through the center, misses out. Now Rajasthan will just have to be a bit calm. You can't be all hasty about it. The more you huff and puff in the middle, more pressure there will be on your shoulders. And the man whom we were talking about, David Katala Jimenez, obviously he's got a tough ask ahead of him, trying to get the team in shape ahead of the season. And the Super Cup actually provides them that opportunity. It gives them a quality competition, quality contenders, and a high quality tournament. Rajasthan through the center goes for another shot, another emasculated enterprise on that occasion. Couldn't really find himself that required angle, but Kings so far has been pretty eager to try and break the deadlock. That's the second time now he's tried to threaten Nora Fernandez. Unfortunately, he's been more or less of a solitary warrior up front, trying to wriggle one through the two defenders, through the two centre backs of Kerala Blasters, and it's not going to be easy, of course. You will need some support, so if Kings can get some support, it'll be impressive. Started off on the left, now more of a central midfielder, and doing pretty decently down the middle. And this time though, it's a foul there. The referee blowing the whistle on that occasion. Abdul Halik Hudu, he was the one responsible, is it? Nauba Mitai, obviously he's everywhere, and his ubiquity, the work rate that we were talking about, he can go up, he can go down, he can backpedal if needed to try and defend that rear guard of theirs. Another fine ball in the box, and the Rajasthan defense standing pretty tall on that occasion. Throw in for Kerala, and they didn't want to take any risk. They had to get a back header, and they do so without breaking a sweat. But now they'll have to deal with the corner. Vikrant Sharma, obviously he knows the importance of this game. He knows the importance of this tournament as well. Rajasthan United can very well be the giant killers. Adrian Luna, he stepped up for that corner. Luna goes for the far side. Not the best of headers. Blasters trying their luck from range, but that went horribly haywire. All over the place. Nowhere close enough to the goal. And this man, he's been pretty decent. Surendra Singh, going up and down just to try and help his team maintain that shape. And we talked about the big man right behind everyone, his face hardly visible, but when he takes the yard and when he has the ball at his feet, Noah Sadawi can create significant difference. He can turn the game in a heartbeat. Again, I think he'll only be introduced if needed. Now Kerala, that's a lovely snatch. Fine setup from the right, but who was it for? Kuru Singh did the hard work, did snatch the ball and accelerated well enough, trying to lay it off for his teammates, but again was way too quick in releasing the ball. He had no pressure on himself. Could have taken some time, could have gone forth a bit and waited for his teammates to come into position where a possible shot could have come in. But that was definitely a move of intent. That was definitely some urgency being shown by the Blasters. Luna through the center. A bit of a tumble. Referee says play on. It was Koldo. Obviously for Koldo as well, this will be a pretty tough challenge as well. Coming into the Indian mold, it won't be easy. And Rajasthan trying their best to win it back. But they eventually concede a free kick. And we were talking about Koldo Obiera, hailing from Guernica in Spain, has played for the likes of Zamudio, Amorabieta, and definitely Tudela and Alcorcon. He's been a part of the Segunda Division in La Liga, which tells you that he's got a lot of experience, and with time he can be a significant threat in the Indian footballing echelons if used properly and if nurtured as well. Rajasthan this time, the first touch proving to be a bit of a letdown on that occasion there. And Kerala now hoping to launch an attack, but Malla way out of his line and collects that without breaking a sweat at all. Rajasthan, so far that left wing of theirs have been pretty active. And now Blasters, that's a lovely ball onto the left, can be a chance, goes down. The referee says get back up and let's keep the ball rolling. I think a bit of a surprise there for Nihal. He was doing decently enough, Nihal Sudesh. There was a fine ball and Nihal just being elbowed slightly by Abdul Halik Hudu. Very strong contender and will love to play that aggressive brand of football as well. And David Jimenez, I think goes without saying that he's someone who will be hoping to leave a lasting impact on this particular fixture and on this tournament as well. You know, just that prelude to the upcoming season. That's right, the Blasters have arrived and we are here to conquer. But yet a lot of time to go. 15 minutes have elapsed. The first quarter, as they say, has gone by without any incident where the net has been reached out for. Both the teams creating significant bit of chances. Kerala did come up with a lovely move as Kuru Singh found that opening on the right. Unfortunately, couldn't really make the most of it, couldn't really max it out. Released the ball way too early without any pressure. And Rajasthan United took a couple of shots. Obviously, the big man Kings trying to test out Nora Fernandez, but again couldn't really get that angle from where he could have let the hammer fall. Now the crossfield ball to the right and trying to accelerate and collect it. That's a fine ball nicked in from the right there onto the far side by Sandeep. Kerala, can they get the ball back in? Not really. Did try his very best, did try to drag it back in. Unfortunately, it was way too overpowered. Adrian Luna will have to return empty-handed. And I think so far Kerala still really haven't found that momentum that they desperately look out for. They play with the rhythm and it feels like an orchestra coming together. Everyone in the right place at the right time. But so far, it has been more or less of isolated bursts of brilliance. They're still reacting. They're still adapting themselves. But that proactive attacking intent, that's come more from Rajasthan United, to be honest. But the Blasters, once again, make no mistake, one smooth move and the entire game can turn. Like if you have taken a look at the game between East Bengal in the last one against Chennai FC, I think until the 38th minute, Chennai FC did phenomenally well. But once East Bengal got the opener, Chennai did not have an answer. They conceded 3 goals in 10 minutes and then eventually a fourth as well in the dying embers of the game. So, this is how quickly the game can turn, and that is why you have to keep on fighting. Rajasthan so far has been fighting well enough, but I think that defense of theirs has looked really good, and they'll be hoping to keep it that way. They'll be hoping to keep that citadel of theirs untainted, battling with every possible weapon in the arsenal, trying to stave off a formidable force in the Blasters. Luna just slightly late in releasing that, kind of drew the defender upon him, and I think he also ran short of space, couldn't really set it up nicely. Another quick throw in taken, and now Poldo driving all the way by himself, but Rajasthan, that defense of theirs, it maintains its solidity and its shape as well, unfazed by what could have been a fearsome drive from Poldo. But once again, quality there from the Rajasthan United defenders. They hold on and they do well. Another ball forward. Once again, no one there from Rajasthan United to try and make it a one that will have a tale to tell. Juan, so far, so good. Juan Jimenez sets it up on the right. That's well done. Nicely won back. And just before Luna could deliver that cross, it was blocked by Gursimrat, going for that full-blown sliding tackle, and does well to put a spanner in the plans of Adrian Luna. Nora Fernandez has come a long way, because now Kerala Blasters, they are putting forth the numbers. It's going to be Luna to come in with the corner. Here it comes, an opportunity, and the woodwork gets rattled along the way. There was a fine header, and it had everything that could have left Rajasthan United on their toes. Danish Bhatt coming in with that crucial hit, almost unmarked, should have done better than that. Had the direction right, had the placement right as well, just a bit more elevation than anticipated, and Rajasthan gets a lifeline. And this was the move that Blasters would be looking forward to. This can come as a catalyst. This can help them to line themselves up even better and start firing in with more intent, with more substance, and with more hunger. And Juan Jimenez takes it easy. Plays it all the way back to Nora once again. Kerala now slowly and steadily coming out of that defensive barrier of theirs. Back to Juan. Juan Martinez, apologies, not Jimenez. Kerala Blasters on the move once again. Lovely ball. Can be a chance, but once again, Danish denied an entrance. I think Rajasthan United, they're keeping a very keen tab on affairs. Harmanjot Kabra, obviously, he's not just a player in this unit, he's also a part of the coaching team. Just helping his team to understand how difficult this can be, and yet they'll have to deliver. They don't have a second choice. This is another set piece in the making, and this time it's going to be Vibin Mohanan to deliver that corner. Vibin takes it along the carpet. Nicely set up, and a shot comes in as well, but then it had lots of elevation to it. The ball floats out, and now Rajasthan trying to get a bit of a head start on that move, coming in with a cross-field ball, but again taken care of without any trouble. Sandeep standing tall, and Nora will get it back as well before he recycles it into play. Juan Martinez forming that centre-back pair with Bikash Shumnam. Another ball onto the right. That's a fine header. Danish Bhatt tries to win it. Does well to actually get his teammate into the mix and eventually win a throw-in for the Blasters. Quickly taken. Again, 1 versus 2 won't be kind of equation that the Blasters will like. Danish goes down. A bit of chaos out in the center. And eventually, after a lot of movement, a lot of crash and burn, Kings was brought down. Referee says it's a free kick for Rajasthan. He was up against not 1 but 2 players. Adrian Luna, of course, and then almost breathing on him, it was Vibin Mohanan. And it's not easy. Kings has shown the promise. Another ball forward. A 1 back by Rajasthan. A bit of twist and turn on that. Alan Thapa, after a long time, delivered that corner early on, but since then has been pretty reticent. Vibin Mohanan, he's another of those youngsters, was a part of that under-23 side that played the qualifiers, that played a couple of friendlies against Indonesia. An insane workhorse, and has got some crazy skills as well. Kings on the ball. Good switch towards the left. Naoba trying to operate and eventually will win a free kick for Rajasthan United. Kerala Blasters are dropping deep as much as possible. They just don't want to concede so early. This can very well be one of those moments where a lot can happen. A free kick for Rajasthan United. A chance to try and stun the mighty Blasters. Alan Thapa sends it at the far side. And there was movement, all right, but it was more chaotic. It was more confusing. Not really the cohesion, not really the unified movement that can get you that all-important goal. But definitely, this is more of a move that should be boosting the confidence, that should be boosting the panache of Rajasthan United, because when you're up against Blasters and when they just start moving forward with more intent, I think a break like that will be a sigh of reprieve. Once again, trying to make the most of that move on that occasion. Kuru Singh was trying to accelerate, but eventually decides against it, saving his energy for a later burst possibly, because that ball was going away. Now, this can be a bit of a confusion out in the center, but once again, Bhavendra Singh Malla does well. Comes out of his line, collects the ball without any trouble at all. That's quality now. From the right, another fine delivery. And Kerala does well to win it back. And now they are ramming forth from the right. Just when it felt like he can get the ball into play, the drive of his didn't really pay up. Luna plays it to his left. Does well to line one up. This can be a fine ball. Flag has stayed down and trying to lay it off into the stride of Koldo. Danish, apologies. It was blocked in its tracks. Well done by Rajasthan United. They have been a very alert rearguard altogether. And Danish Ahmed Bhatt, he is circling around like a predator. One hungry enough to try and convert every possible opportunity that comes his way. Another corner, and once again Adrian Luna stepping up. Luna at the far side, Malla palms it away. Back to Luna. Sends it scoring. And it flashes wide in front of the goal, goes out of play. But looks like it took a deflection along as well. So corner from the opposite direction. Back-to-back corner. That's third one on the trot, is it? The second one, in fact. Vivin Mohanan arrives. He's got a fine outswinger at that right foot of his. Will possibly try and get it into that center zone, hoping for a header from his teammates. The rain has stopped now. Vibin pummels it. A chance, but repelled away just in the nick of time as well. And the Blasters, they've punched it forward. And for a moment it felt like that Rajasthan United might have sensed out something, but eventually figured out that it's went all the way back to Nora Fernandez. So just in case, if they are going to push for this one, it'll only be a waste of energy and nothing more than that. Fernandez will hold on to this. Now, this could have been a good move. Although Obiera should have done better to release the ball in a better way, but it wasn't the case. Misses out. Throw in for Rajasthan United. This game is oscillating fairly good from one end to the other, if not end-to-end stuff, but at least both the teams are playing an open brand of football. No one is willing to get down into that cage, into that integument of theirs. And just before the throw is taken, they'll have the drinks break. So far, it's still a deadlock here at the GMC Athletic Stadium in Bambolim. A quick word between the Rajasthan United coach Vikrant Sharma and his players. And at the other end, David Katala as well. Will be hoping that his team understands what the assignment is. There you go, everyone. We'll take a look at the chances that has been created so far. That was Rajasthan United coming in with the cross. Looked a good one, to be honest. And that was another one. And then Kerala Blasters returning them the favour. The first touch was good, and then along the way, Koldo realised that there can be a shot on the turn. And by the time he took it, it was emaciated. And then Adrian Luna, trying to deliver a cross from the right, was stopped. Came in with a crucial corner. And a brilliant header from Danish Bhatt. Went on to kiss the woodwork and get out of the ground for a goal kick. But Kerala started garnering a bit of momentum. That was Danish Bhatt. Missed out on the speed on that one. Was well blocked as well with a crucial sliding tackle from Gursimrat Singh Gill. And this man, he's been pretty busy today. Abdul Samedango. You can see how invested in the game is Vikrant Sharma. He's someone who's always there pepping his team on. Possibly telling them that, right, this game is still goalless. This game is still stuck at square one. So try and carve it in your own way. Throw in for Rajasthan United. And now the sun comes out. So a bit of hide and seek as well. Rains to start the day. And then the sun says, hello everyone, I'm back. And now with the sun coming out, this pitch will be drying up as well, which means shouldn't be much of a problem, much of a trouble for the players. Another long throw. Rajasthan United can take those and make it into a set piece. Drops it into the box. Kerala barely gets it away. The tussle for the ball goes on. Falls for Surendra. Surendra goes for a long ranger. Deflection along the way. And looks like it's going to be a free kick In all likelihood, was there an elbow or was it a handball? We'll have to take a look once again, because along the way must have taken something. But it's a very good position to have a free kick from, and I think Kings will be fancying his chance. Is this that moment where he can announce his regal arrival to India? Again, the distance is a bit too much, so he'll need not just a strike, but he'll need a proper understanding that what he wants to do. Is he willing to set it up for his teammates? Kings goes for the long ranger, has a lot of elevation on the ball, and it goes out of play. A goal kick for Kerala Blasters, apologies. I think obviously the distance, with the kind of distance in the play, could have set it up for his teammates. Should have been a better one. Now the Blasters kind of on the fence whether they want to accelerate or whether they want to play it slow, because Rajasthan United has kind of responded to all the maneuvers that they have made so far. And that's a fine ball. Koldo does well to set it up. Headed away to safety. Koldo is threatening in his own way at times through the center, at times going out far on the right or on the left, getting those crosses in. Koldo still on the ball and eventually wins the throw-in. The Kerala Blasters, now they look a lot more vicious than the way they started. They are gaining a bit more momentum. And this duo of Adrian Luna and Koldo Obiera can be a massive difference maker. Can be the game changer as well. Kerala will be going for that long throw-in. He'll be coming in from Bikash Yumnam. Bikash delivers the throw, and Bhavendra Malla, out of his line in a flash, collects that and sends it downtown as well. Rajasthan now just trying to enhance its speed of theirs, win it back, but excellently done by Danish Bhatt. Drops back quickly enough and comes to the deliverance of his team. And this is how good Danish can be. He can rotate between that attacking unit of his team and drop back just to come up as that shield ahead of the defense. That shadow that will be crucial. That's another fine ball. Bhavendra, long way out of that castle of his, and does well to not let Adrian Luna a shy at the ball, a bite at the cherry. The way he spread his arms out, there was hardly any opening for Adrian Luna to try and make the most of it. Luna was fast, but Bhavendra Malla was alert, and that's what made the difference. Final 8 minutes of regulation time remaining in the first half. Do we have a late goal? Do we have a late twist? Or is it going to be a goal-less half so far? Well, you never know. Football, it's a masterclass. It's a boiling cauldron of uncertainty. And every single second can bring in a new upshot. Every single tweak, every single pass gone wrong, or every single pass executed to perfection can bring about a change like never before. So until that final whistle goes, anything can happen. That's a fine ball. And now Kerala trying their best to get it in. Nihal has been working pretty hard and this time misses out. The ball was kind of overpowered. The idea was right from Kerala once again, but the execution could have been better. Could have tried to just set it up rightly enough. A goal kick taken along the carpet by Malla, but then it goes out for a throw-in. Kerala Blasters, obviously they know that if they miss out on 3 points here, even if it's a draw, again, keeping the points table aside, I think it'll also be a challenge for them, because on pen and papers, they are definitely the heavyweights in this game. And Rajasthan are coming in as the underdogs. And Koldo now has some space ahead of him, has penetrated into the box, trying to lay it off in front for Kuru Singh. but misses out. And the Rajasthan defense does well to get the ball out of the danger zone. Yeah, that push was so unnecessary, right in front of the referee's eyes. Danish Ahmed Bhatt slightly frustrated there. He brought down Kings on that occasion. Just needs to be a bit more careful, that's all. Nothing more, nothing less. At times it can happen when you're not getting the goal. We'll take a look once again there. Yeah, that clearly was a push. And it was so uncalled for. Again, it's understandable both the teams are desperate for goals. You got to find your way in. Obviously, Kerala has got a couple of weapons on the bench whom they are still shielding. But later on, they might come on. They have got the big man. Well, we'll get back to that now. Kerala. Nihal's gone all the way to the right now. Trying to set it up. Luna plays it to the center. Can Danish unleash a shot? He's up against two defenders. And it's a bit too overwhelming for him. Felt like he's run into a cul-de-sac. And still tried to power his way through. Which would have been a spectacle to savor. But again, Rajasthan United, they are not going down so easy. And that will be a foul. Looks like there was an elbow swinging. And Danish Ahmed Bhatt, he's been given a yellow card. He needs to be a bit more careful. Looks like he's a lot more desperate. And that desperation for now is not paying off. On the contrary, it's kind of acting against him. Whether it was Danish or Adrian Luna who was given the yellow card will quickly confirm. But looked like it was Danish, and I think Rajasthan United, they're enjoying this. The coaching entourage just talking with each other. Obviously, they have got Harmanjot Kabra as well on the bench. You never know, if needed, he might come on. He doesn't let age define him, and that's a confirmation. Adrian Luna has been given the yellow card. He's had a busy day in office, kind of switching between the left and the right, and I think Kings is just trying to tell something to Luna that possibly, that arm of yours, it left me with a bit of pain in my cheeks. Nonetheless, a free kick. Bhavindra Malla, he's going to be the one to deliver that. Sends it forward, and it eludes everyone. Goes out for a throw-in. Quickly taken now. Blasters. Sandeep plays it to Juan. Juan to Nora. Nora switches it to Shahif. Decides to go on the left, but that has been intercepted. Another push. Kerala now, it feels like they are kind of losing the plot somewhere. And this is what happens when on the pen and paper you have the edge, and then on the ground you are missing out on creating what can be a convincing chance. Just a few moments ago, the reason Adrian Luna was booked, that was shown. Another free kick delivered in. 1 versus 2, and it's definitely not going to be one of your easy walk in the park. If Rajasthan United will have to get a goal, they'll have to find their way through. They'll have to blaze their way through what looks like a solid and experienced Kerala Blasters defense. But so far they have shown the intent. Kerala as well have come up with their own responses. And that is why this game has been fairly contested. Both the teams looking good. Both the teams showing urgency and playing an open brand of football. And the throw has been sent 1,000 miles away for another throw-in, so another opening. Shahif delivers that at the far side, but it evades everyone along the way. Goal kick for the Blasters. Quickly taken Juan. Juan taking a bit more risk than usual, trying to play from the back. Juan again. Juan eventually goes back to Nora. Nora just releasing it in the nick of time. But now Rajasthan are going for a bit of high press. Referee says play on. Switches it towards the right. A decent crossfield ball. Headed away for a throw-in. Looks like Rajasthan have now got their boots on the accelerator. They want to go out into the breather on a blaze of glory. Can they find that momentum going forward? At this time, couldn't really control that throw. Gets a touch, and Kerala doesn't want to flirt with risk at all. They are done with playing with fire. They want to clear out their lines and they want to keep on knocking on the doors. They want to have a last bite of the cherry in the first half. We are almost in the last minute of regulation time, and following this we'll have whatsoever gets added on. Possibly a couple of minutes because there has been hardly any stoppages. This has been a pretty fine half of football. Pretty fluid half of football as well. Both the teams showing intent, both the teams showing the hunger to try and score. Kuru Singh on the right. Kuru now tries to lay it off. Does well, and very good communication between the defense and Bhavindra Singh Malla. Malla does well. Couple of minutes added on. And now Rajasthan United switches it to the left. They've got options. Rahul couldn't really control that. Could have been a very good move, to be honest. And now Kerala deposits the ball to Rajasthan. King stays on his feet and does brilliantly. That is some sheer commitment that you've got. That's some sheer work rate that he's capable of taking. Didn't just want to go down. Tried everything he could to maintain that shape of his. And that paid off. And Juan clears out. What possible danger could have been around? Bhavindra Malla. He had to charge out of his line because of a late lunge. And looks like there is a bit of an injury concern for Kings there. Ebenezer Amor, known by the name of Kings, and he's had a regal half indeed. And he's fought like a giant and he's fighting with every passing minute as well. Blasters will need to come up with something special. The fans are eagerly waiting. The Kerala Blasters army. Goes without saying, they love to see their favourite team score. But that moment still hasn't come. There have been moves, however. But are those moves enough to get them 3 points? Only time shall tell. Throw in for the Blasters. Taken in the box. United, they win it back for sure. A bit of twist and turn, and Kings, what a play. Left not one. In fact, it wasn't Kings. It was Hudu who did well to win the ball. But did it phenomenally well actually. Went past not one but 3 defenders almost single-handedly. Now it stays with Rajasthan. Possibly a few more seconds because there was a stoppage. But that will be the end of the first half. Of very good first half of football. Both the teams creating chances and failing to capitalize. Obviously Rajasthan United taking a bit more workload, but Kerala Blasters coming up with the moves that could have actually opened up the Rajasthan United defense. But so far, it's all fair and square. It's goalless at the end of the first 45 minutes. That's the half-time scoreline. Rajasthan United 0, Kerala Blasters 0. We'll take a short breather and be back with the second half of the contest. Stay tuned, everyone. When do they rattle the net? When do they open things up? That still remains the question. No changes yet. It's all the same starting 11 that they went forward with. And the most important question of the hour is, when does David Jimenez gets in Noah Sadawi? He's also got Dusan Lagator. He's got Amay Ranaware. He's got Naucha Singh as well. Quite a few options on the bench. And at the other end, do we witness Harmanjot Kabra coming in? And we are underway in the second half. And after the customary shuffle of sides, the team attacking from the right to the left. In their signature blues, it's Kerala Blasters. And the team attacking from the left to the right in their signature pink, it's Rajasthan United. Now just a quick clarification, just a quick correction. From the right to the left, it's Kerala Blasters in their blues, and from the left to the right in their pink, it's Rajasthan United. Adrian Luna was taken into the referee's book in the first half, but had an excellent half as well. And some decent combination play between Hoodoo and definitely Kings. Kings has been the best player so far for Rajasthan United. It's a free kick for Kerala Blasters. And it's Luna stepping up. Sends it at the far side. And a header straight into the hands of Ravindra Malla. No problem at all. Juan Martinez going a long way forward. Now that's a fine ball. Nicely won by Kings on their occasion. And King switches it to the left quickly enough. Again, there's a massive gap between Rajasthan's midfield and the attacking unit. And that's where the divergence between the two teams are. Kerala, they are a well-oiled unit. Obviously, they are playing for a lot longer than Rajasthan is. And they have got a lot more of experience than the Desert Warriors. But then, I think Rajasthan, if they can just close down the gap, it feels like Kings is almost single-handedly operating for the Desert Warriors. And if they have to close down the gap, they'll need support. They've got some experience on the bench. They've got Harmanjot Kabra. They've also got Tomio Shimre, who's been a part of a few good tournaments in recent times. Was a part of the Bengaluru side that played in I-League last year. And now Kerala Blasters, they are under a bit of pump there. And finally, after a long time, Robinson Blandon, he's dropped deep. He's no longer trying to stay up as a lone forward. Has been brought down. Referee awards a free kick. Free kick for Rajasthan United. Shafeel has had a busy day in office. The entire Rajasthan defense had to be brought in to react. And now, once again, just a quick confirmation of the players who are on the field. Malla still remains under the sticks. Rajasthan, before they can get a nick to it. Surendra Gursimrat, they as well remain. Kings, Allen and Hoodoo out in the midfield. And as said before, no changes. Up top, it's Rahul Blandon and Naoba Mitay. Kerala Blasters as well, still waiting to watch out for. And the subs that we have been talking about, Tomio Shimre, of course, Harmanjot Kabra. And do not miss out on Kinsai Lang Kongsit. He can also be a very quick player, got some tremendous speed up that sleeve of his. A bit of a tussle. Rajasthan, they've gone a long way. And they let one fly as well. It was a fine run from Shafil PP. And I think Kerala Blasters, for a moment, that defense of theirs kind of allowed Rajasthan to come in front. Had that shot been on target, you never know. It could have been a thunderbolt from the Blues. And you don't want that. You don't want surprises. Blasters also. It's a 4-4-2 formation, not a 4-4-3. 4-3-3 rather. That's what Blasters have been playing with. And obviously, Adrian Luna remains the fulcrum of the side. But Rajasthan, over the last couple of minutes, yeah, this can be a chance. Rajasthan smashes one. Nora Fernandez with a crucial save. But what a move that was. It was Robinson Blandon from the left. And this is what he brings to the table. A man who's capable of letting these pile drivers fly. Hammered one, and Nora Fernandez showing his class, matching the caliber, going his body along the line and padding it away to safety. This game's opening up. Both the teams now look a lot more intent on trying to find that all-important, all-elusive opener. Another ball in the box, end-to-end stuff. Bhavendra Malla, he's got a great outing. And the timing of his runs, the timing of those outings of his, they have so far been timed to perfection. Bit of an awkward bounce. Shafeel will have to hurry. Nicely kept in play. Not really. Looks like the ball did cross the line on that occasion before Nauba Mitei could get a boot to it. Throw in quickly taken by Shahid Bikash Ramnam, part of the captaincy entourage for this season for Kerala Blasters. They announced their captains 24 hours ago. One of them is Bikash, one of them is Danish, and of course Nora Sadaoui and Adrian Luna as well. They've kind of mixed up the Indian and the foreign contingents, and also got in a bit of experience and youth too. And just on cue, Danish laying it off. That's a lovely ball, brought down, and should be a free kick, is it? Yes, it is. And will also be a card on that occasion. The referee reaching out to his pocket. It's a straight red. And this can be a damning move for Rajasthan United. It was definitely a positive move, goes without saying. Will they have a discussion? Looks like the referee will be having a discussion. Again, it was just outside the box. And truth be told, this is more of a 50-50 move, because the referee will have to judge whether that was stopping a goal-bound move or not. Yeah, I think he didn't really get control of the ball on that occasion. Yes, there definitely was a tuck from the back, but Nihal Sudesh wasn't entirely in control of the ball, which kind of makes the call of the red card a bit questionable, but I think he'll stand. We'll wait for the confirmation though. Or will the referee have a chat with his assistant referees? Vikrant Sharma doesn't look happy at all. Obviously, if you have to play for 38 minutes with 10 men, you won't be happy. Yes, the red card stands and it's given to Gursimrat Singh Gill. Oh my word, this can be a game changer, and more importantly, a very good position to have a free kick from. And now with Gursimrat gone, I think Rajasthan United might have to pack their attacking plans for a while. They might get in the likes of Kinsai Lang Kongsit or Harmanjot Singh Khabra. I think he's trying to protest, but then the referee is not having it. He'll have to head back. A bit of a heartbreak. We'll take a look once again. Nicely set up, and then a fine move forward. Nihal Sudesh, before he could get hold of the ball, he was brought down by Gursimrat. And the price is very, very expensive. They've got a couple of players around. They've got their skipper Adrian, they've got Danish, and now Adrian will be there alongside Juan Martinez. Ravindra Malla will have to now rally his forces. Juan Martinez Rodriguez, and I think a bit of discussion going on And the referee says, just get back to your position. That decision is not getting overturned. And I think Rajasthan will do better to try and keep a hold over their temper. This game might just get a lot more spicy from here on. Luna, all set. Luna pummels it hard enough. It had a dipping factor to it, but not substantial enough to try and trouble Bhavendra Singh Malla. It flies out of the yard. And from here, this battle turns into a war. A war that will see both these teams now going for each other's throats without any mercy. And finally, the change that we have been talking about. Kerala Blasters are getting in their big man. And it's a twin change. They have Noah in the mix. Danish Farooq, he's had a good game. But he'll have to make way for the dangerous man, Noah Sadawi. And they also got in the likes of Freddie Lalomama. Lalomama, apologies for that. Obviously, Freddie will have to find a bit of momentum as well. But Noah's inclusion only means one thing. Kerala Blasters has had enough of holding back, and now that their opposition is down to 10 men, this is when the iron is red hot. If they have to strike, the time's now. Couple of changes for Kerala. Let's see how does it affect the tempo, the momentum of the game. And that's wonderfully won away. The fine ball forward, traded away to safety. Noah has his first touch. A one back, rightly enough. And a quick twist and turn by the Blasters. Mohammad Shahif switches it all the way towards the right. And Juan Martinez Rodriguez beats out there. Small short passes being played. Switch towards that particular right wing. They almost cling on to it for dear life. But one back nicely. And that's a confirmation. Nihal goes out. And in his place, it's Noah Sadawi coming in. And in place of Danish, it's Freddie. Noah gone all the way to the left. That's where he loves to operate from. But this time it crossed the byline before he could get the ball into the thick of things. It's a long race now for Rajasthan United, a race against time, because they have just lost a player of theirs, Gursimrat, given the marching orders, making things a lot more complicated, making this equation extremely tough. But again, in football, at times you have to make do with what you can. You don't really have the luxury. Blasters will definitely deliver a lot more of those balls, trying to trouble the Desert Warriors. That was lined up well enough, but the shot that came in, it was all over the place. Should have done better. Right, Rajasthan. I think from here on, a draw for them will be a result almost equivalent to a victory. We call it a moral victory. Obviously won't get them the all 3 points. Blasters, they arrive from the right. Brought down by Noah. An appeal for a handball. Noah stays on the ball. trying to find some space from the left, but goes on to hit the wall. Rajasthan United won't let it so easy. And I think another question being asked by Abdul Hudu. It wasn't that a handball that received there from Coldo Obiera rather. A quick throw in for Rajasthan United. And looks like Bhavendra Malla, he is in a bit of trouble. He's in a bit of pain there. So far, so good. Yes, they are down to 10 men. But the fighting spirit is not gone. Obviously, the frowns are still there until you score that first goal, despite the fact that you are a man up. It doesn't really get you the goal that you have been talking about, you have been looking forward to. And yes, miles away from home, and yet the heart feels like home where your fans are. And Kerala fans, they are everywhere. It doesn't matter in which corner of the country you're playing, in which corner of the globe you are playing. You tell them that the Blasters are in action, they'll come in numbers. Well, obviously not the numbers that we expect in Kerala, but yes, they'll turn up. They'll let the world know of their presence. And I think this has also been an instrumental part of India's evolving football scene, evolving football spectacle. Right, Rajasthan United just wanted to be cheeky, wanted to set it up early. Plays it towards the far right. But Kerala now a lot more confident and a lot more imposing as well in terms of their stature. Nicely won back. Holdo trying to lay it off for Noah in the center. Misses out. And a gentle tap forward. This could have been a good move in the making, but it wasn't the case. The Blasters now looking a lot more confident and looking a lot more famished. Luna from the left. Belts it towards the center. And Rajasthan United, that definitely will be a foul. Robinson Blandon, he was stopped in his tracks there by Juan Martinez. But definitely not a car offense on that occasion. We'll once again take a look. Nicely headed by Hudu along the way. Abdul Halik Hudu. Noah Sadaoui still looking for a goal here. Kerala Blasters, they have their best of the attacking weapons out in the center. Obviously, this is the start of the season for them, so it'll take them some time to get back into the thick of things, to get back into that well-oiled, well-orchestrated and oriented, cohesive unit that they are. There will be initial jitters, there will be the first match nerves, a lot of things remain. And they're starting their campaign. Now Kerala knocking on the doors from the right. Can they get the ball in? Kuru Singh did well to try and fight it out. But eventually, the last touch came of Kuru. And the goal kick in favor of Rajasthan United. Now the problem is, with Rajasthan losing a man, they will be happy to settle down for a draw. And if they get a chance to break the deadlock, they'll try and maximize that. But I don't think they're going to push for a victory from here on. But Kerala Blasters, now that they have that man advantage, they'll have to push. Because if they drop a point from here, it becomes a lot more tricky for them. Not just in terms of points table, because Mumbai City FC, they already have 3 points in their repertoire. They went on to beat SC Delhi in that opening game of Group D. And for the ones who are just tuning in, today the 4 teams that didn't play a game before this in Super Cup in this latest iteration, they are in action. This one in Bambolim features Kerala Blasters locking horns with Rajasthan United. The other one later in the day at Fatorda will witness Bengaluru FC and Mohammedan going head to head. The ball bobbling off slightly there. Nicely switched towards the right, but very good defending as well. Noah drops deep to try and help his team not concede another attacking move from Rajasthan. Because the idea is pretty clear. Rajasthan now banking upon those counter attacks, those sudden breaks from where they can try and accelerate. Another crossfield ball chested down by Noah. Where's the support for Noah? It arrives through the center now. A good push forward. Slightly overpowered. Another miss pass costing them. Now United on the move. Robinson Blandon a long way down and all the way to Bhavendra Malla, and obviously he won't try and twist with fire here. He's a very experienced, a very level-headed contender. Knows when to get the ball out of the danger zone. And now Rajasthan, they come knocking on the doors from the left. Kings, after a long time, up against a couple of defenders, and very well done by Vibin Mohanan and Mohammad Shahif. They do well to close down the gate quickly enough. In fact, it was Sandeep Singh and not Mohammad Shahif. Sandeep quickly switched flanks in the second half. Throw in for Rajasthan United after a long time. They are coming out of that own half of theirs, and this is what happens when you lose a man. The pressure is intense. Fine ball, headed away. Noah Sadawi gets it under control. And now he scoots forward from the left, trying to set it up through the center. He'll eventually have to push it back. That's good defending, quality defending altogether. No, Matei didn't let the ball go through. And again, a fine bit of interception. Nice aerial challenge won. And now Rajasthan. Naoba showing a bit of his artistic flair. Trying to knit it forward. Naoba drops back. A duel against Noah. Stays on the ball. Leaves Noah. Only with hope, but doesn't get the ball there. That's a good setup. Naoba scooting past. Will lay it off. A chance for Rajasthan. And it flashes in front of the goal. A slide did come in from Robinson Blandon. And that definitely could have been a goal-scoring move. It was a brilliant attack there from Rajasthan United. Make no mistake, they are playing with a man down, which makes this a lot more difficult. Coming on a full-blown attack and almost setting one up, it takes a lot of heart, a lot of grit, a lot of gumption. And that was there. Falls back for the Blasters. And definitely going to be a free kick. I think the referee wanted to give them that advantage. There was a foul on Vibin Mohanan. We'll take a look at that move again. What an incredible setup from Naoba Matei. Almost laid it off on a silver platter. Oh my word. So close yet so far. Whiskers, millimeters away from the ball. Only if Robinson Blandon could have just got a boot to it. That should have been 1-0. Free kick. Floated in. A bit of a catastrophic error, but Bhavendra Malla says, not on my watch. Absolutely not on my watch. Leaping in front like a hunter. And the ball was in his sight. He went for it and he captured it with extreme prejudice. Blasters having to return empty-handed over and over again despite creating so many attacks. Still, that song of doom that we talk about, there are the notes of it in place, but they aren't being played frequently enough. There's not a consistency. Another couple of changes now being made by the Blasters. Another free kick floated in. And he does well to keep the ball in play, is it? No, Nora Fernandez, he's crossed the line and so did the ball as well. Which means a corner for Rajasthan United. And this is a surprise. This is indeed a surprise. Would you believe that? They are showing a lot of bravery here, the bravado. That's absolutely sensational. And it's Naoba Mitei once again, who's gone to that corner zone. Looks like he'll be back. He wants to stay out of that box, just in case if there's a second ball, if there's a ricochet coming his way. He'll try and club it home. Alan Thapa to deliver that. Noah Sadawi and Kings, they're having a bit of a heated discussion. It happens. Robinson Blandon says, just focus on the game, right? Right, there are quite a few movements there, a bit of mischief happening between the two players. But now it's all calm and we are set for the corner. Alan Thapa to call that in. Delivers it. Eludes everyone. Back with Hudu. Hudu plays it back. Bit of a hefty first touch. Still sends it forward. Headed down. One back by the Blasters, is it? For a moment it felt like Rajasthan might just get hold of it. And now, here's a chance for Koldo Obiera. Plays it back to Adrian Luna. Luna sets it up on the right. And delivers another wasteful cross. Had to be a bit more precise. There was no Asadawi. We'll take a look once again to that corner. There were a couple of players converging upon that ball. And we talked about a couple of changes and here they are. We have seen the last of Vibin Mohanan. And Amoya is going to come in his place. And we have Amay Ranawade as well, making his way to the center. Sandeep had a decent game, could have been better of course. But Amay Ranawade, he's been touted as one of the future prospects. And his coach wants to give him some time, give him some game time, considering that all the promise that has so far been done by him. He's coming all the way from Odisha FC, where he was actually playing on loan from Mumbai City FC. And in the last ISL season, he was a part of 22 matches, got 18 starts, clocked 1675 minutes, went on to win 48 duels, completed 20 successful tackles, and made 49 recoveries. These numbers are absolutely crazy. In fact, he created 16 chances. Nothing. 23-24. And now 2 more changes. This time it's for Rajasthan. One of them though, an attacking maneuver. Tomyo Shimre and Kongsit. Kinsailang Kongsit will be in. And Tomyo Shimre will also be in. And finally, Rahul Ramakrishnan. He's tried everything he could. And I think Surendra as well will be going out. So one defender in the mix, one attacker in the mix. Tomyo Shimre obviously has been doing a lot of good work altogether in recent times. He's got speed, he's got some shooting flair as well. A chance there for the Blasters. But Bhavendra Singh Malla, he was quick to get out of that line. And United, they once again try and find out something. Tomyo Shimre straight into the attack. Doesn't get hold of the ball. And Nova Mitei, he's gone out and his place, just an attacking move altogether to try and bolster the defense for Rajasthan United. (74 minutes, 16 minutes of regulation time to go. A bit of a backtrack, good switching around, and eventually the ball goes out of play. going to be a throw-in for Rajasthan United, but the Blasters do well to keep them at bay. And that's wonderfully won by Hoodoo. Quickly switches it to Tomio. Tomio on the right. Tomio doesn't really find out that opening that he was looking forward to. Luna goes slightly high on that occasion. Luckily, no one was injured. He's okay. He'll take a few more seconds before he gets back up. Juan Martinez switches it to Luna again. Luna down the middle. Pushes it forward. Hoodoo brings him down and the free kick awarded. Coldo Vieira going up and down. At times helping the midfield as well. Again, not one of the distances from where he can go for a direct shot. It wasn't Coldo, it was Amoya who was brought down. Here's a chance for Kerala Blasters to try and test out Rajasthan United once again. And it's going to be Luna. Can he leave Rajasthan, the Desert Warriors, in a rut? Chips it towards the far side. Noah with the header. Amoya goes for it as well. But then the ball goes out of play. Again, not really happy on that occasion there. Amoya, he was hoping that he'll get a bit of move around. And another drinks break just before we get into the final quarter of this game. Again, still a long way from the finishing line. This 15 minutes, they can be absolutely crazy. And that's what they'll be expecting. A game which will have everything. A game that will have drama. It'll have thrill. It'll have a lot of promise as well going forward. But that needs a lot of intent. Both the teams will have to show the intent. I think obviously for Kerala Blasters, considering the fact that this is just the first game, they will need some time to gel together, dovetail as a unit, and obviously with the new players coming in, they'll need a bit more game time together to show that chemistry. And at the other end, I think Rajasthan United, what they've done well is they have held on to that defensive shape of theirs. And I think the foreigners who have come in, yes, Robinson Blandon didn't really get too much of the ball, but apart from him, I think Abdul Ango, Abdul Halik Hudu, and obviously Ebenezer Amo or Kings has done a fine job. And yes, a fairly packed stands. And we have the big man from FC Goa enjoying the game, Manolo Marquez. He knows that his team has qualified for the semi-finals. So he can now enjoy these games just to watch what's happening. Because again, you never know who's going to be the one coming your way. So, just to get a bit of understanding. That's what you want from your team. I think the Rajasthan United coach Vikrant will be very, very happy. And Abdul Hudu doesn't allow the ball in. And now through the center, Robinson Blandon dropping deep to try and come to the aid of his team. He knows that now the attacks have been halted. It's about trying to fight it out. It's about trying to go as deep as you can to this game. If you can just push Kerala Blasters to the 98th minute without conceding. Noah from the left chips it in, a chance. Header goes wide and a goal kick for the Desert Warriors. Bhavindra Malla, he'll breathe a massive sigh of reprieve. 10 minutes of regulation time to go, and then whatsoever gets added on, which can be actually very prolonged. And nicely controlled there by Bhavindra Malla. No pressure. Koldo Vieira goes all the way forward to try and snatch it. Are we heading for another draw? We have seen quite a few thrilling draws yesterday. Northeast United as well. They went on to have a draw. 2-2 was the scoreline. They in fact blew out. They blew apart a 2-goal lead to go on to share the spoils. Rajasthan United just circling the ball around, trying to kill the time as quickly as possible. Make no mistake, they are a man down and they are still trying to play with everything possible. Noah tries to go for that cross, but again, that was all over the place. It took a very awkward arc and it eventually goes out off the ground for a goal kick. This has been a really frustrating outing altogether for the Blasters. No matter what they have thrown at Rajasthan United, somehow or the other, they have just sustained it, soaked it in, and eventually come out clutch. That's the quality that we talk about. That's the sheer persistence that we talk about. It's absolutely brilliant. And the more you watch them in action, the Desert Warriors, the more you understand, for them it's all about persistence, it's all about consistency, and it's all about the belief that they are not going to concede. Eventually a free kick for the Blasters. Shahif, he kept his body on the line, shielded the ball. Free kick quickly taken. Luna to Noah. Noah plays it back. Vikas Shumnam has been pretty much the heart of the Kerala defence. Another ball launched forward, nicely set up. Could have been a chance, but looks like that touch from Koldo was pretty heavy. And now Noah tracking back to win it, and does well. I think Kerala, they have looked pretty solid in the midfield. But that final blow, the coup de grace, the move that will leave Rajasthan United in splits, that hasn't yet come. Again, Luna was just trying to go forward. A bit of a foul there from Hudu. And Rajasthan just keeps on doing what they have been doing for a long time, keeping the ball at bay. Noah now trying to find that shooting lane. Runs into a blockade of defenders. And now Rajasthan United, can they sense out something? That's a good layoff for Robinson Blandon. Robinson trying to line a shot up. Hammers it into the big man, and eventually a deflection along the way. Gets a corner. Adrian Luna playing spoil sport to Robinson's enterprise there. But we'll have to take a look. The shot that was taken by Kings, it did have a bit of a sturdy deflection, thereby allowing Rajasthan United to have another set piece. Now these are the tricky maneuvers which Blasters will have to deal with, because no matter had a bit of treatment there for Malla. The captain of the side obviously has done a fine bit of work. And now a chance. For Rajasthan United. Do they eventually break the deadlock? Is this the moment that they have been waiting for? Calls it, headed away safely. Blasters just trying to make the most of this move. It was Kuru Singh trying to accelerate, but eventually gets stuck. Lays it off towards the left. Again, the idea was to try and find Noah on the left. Intercepted by Rajasthan United. Sends it further forward. The flag's gone up. And that will definitely be an opportunity wasted. Blasters back in the hunt, switches it towards the right. This remaining 6 minutes of regulation time will be very, very crucial. Can they eventually break the deadlock? Can they challenge Mumbai City with 3 points in their repertoire? Rajasthan United continues to keep on driving. They are comfortable now, and they are holding on to that defensive shape of theirs. A few quick moves just outside the box. But before the Blasters could lay it off, that's another fine defensive maneuver from Rajasthan United, and another attacking change being introduced by Kerala Blasters. Mohammad Ayman is all set to come on, and Kuru Singh's stay in the centre comes to an end. Just a few moments ago, the ball that was delivered should have been better. Mohammad Ayman, he was sensational in the qualifiers, scored a couple of bangers altogether from range. Takes a bit of time. Switches it towards the right. Blasters still knocking on the doors. Towards the far side, and it's Noah who rattles the deadlock, is it? Oh no, apologies. It's the big man, Koldo Obiera, who gets the Blasters the lead that they have been craving for, pining for a long, long time. A fine blow, a fine delivery, and a thumping header from Koldo Obiera. What a stunning strike that. And all the hard work for Rajasthan United has been undone in a flash. A couple of changes for them. They're going to bring in Harmanjot Kabra, and they are going to bring in Joseph Lalbanima. But that move towards that far post, Koldo Obiera almost unmarked. That should have been better, way better, to be honest. It was a slip up from the defender, and the price is a game-changing one. 87 minutes is what the Blasters had to wait for. Finally, they have themselves on the score sheet. That's a confirmation. The Spaniard has found the back of the net. And what a way to start his journey for the Kerala Blasters. And right, a bit of a push out there, but that was completely unintentional, just trying to control the body momentum on that occasion. Throw in, quickly taken, brought down. Rajasthan United, can they get a late equalizer to spice up the drama? Or will Kerala Blasters now walk out of this with all 3 points? They've had their challenges, and it took them some doing to finally unravel the defenses of the Desert Warriors. The long throw in, quickly headed away. Brought down. Harmanjot Kabra tries to deliver the cross. A pretty weak delivery, but nonetheless gets a throw in for his team. Oh, in fact, it's a corner. For a moment, it looked like it went from the other side, but this can be another opening. And they eventually deliver from this move altogether. Do they have what it takes? Alan Thapa. Thapa calls it. Headed away very awkwardly. Goes for the second post. Oh, that had a significant bit of curve onto that delivery. And it definitely could have been a move for Rajasthan United. Joseph Lalvinima does brilliantly. Went for the shot towards the far post. The idea was right. Unfortunately, couldn't hit the target. 6 minutes of additional time. So we still have 6 minutes remaining. And again, a fine run from Noah. But Malla does well. Comes out of his line and eventually knocks it out to safety. And that's a confirmation. Kings has gone out. Harmanjot Khabra has come in. You can now hear the claps. And that's another confirmation. Joseph coming in place of Blandon Jr. That's another ball. The Blasters still hungry for that equalizer, for that second goal. And Amoya hammering the woodwork. That was a fine shot on the turn. But not to be. Goes straight into the hands of Nora Fernandez. Amoya, he wanted that goal, and if that would have gone in, what a strike it would have been. The insurance goal that we have been talking about. But it wasn't the case. Is there still life left in this game for Rajasthan United? They want to keep on coming. I think they've understood that there's no more point defending. They're already a goal down. So they're not going to get a point from this fixture. So they might possibly go out all guns blazing. Alright, this man knows the importance of this fixture. A victory in their pocket means they will be on level terms with Mumbai City FC in terms of points. Obviously, goal difference will be a later factor. They'll have the chance to play each other where they can talk about the goal difference maybe. But Rajasthan United, what a game for them. Playing with 10 men for almost the last half an hour and yet coming up with a solid, gritty performance. Blasters eventually breaking the deadlock in the 87th minute. That's well done. The diving header straight into the hands of Malla. And Blasters now, they don't want to take any more risk. They want to flush out their danger lines. They want to keep things simple. All the way back to Malla once again. And Malla, he's been coming up and down, collecting the ball without any challenges. Good bit of twist and turn through the center. Sets it up towards the left. Juan Martinez. Luna. Gets it to Mohammad Shahif. Back to Shahif again. Slightly heavy first touch. Trying to lay it off for Luna. But Luna looks pretty exhausted, to be honest. Khabra pushes it back. Can be trouble. Goldo! Almost setting it towards the goal. And a sliding tackle in the last moment, denying the Kerala Blasters that insurance goal of theirs. Oh, what a strike that could have been. And another change. Akashdeep coming for Rajasthan United. Harmanjot Khabra playing it backwards. And Koldop following it all the way. And eventually trying to send it goal bound. But a great challenge there from Abdul Ango. A sliding tackle. Helped it out of its danger line. 90 more seconds in all likelihood. Rajasthan, if they have to do something, if they have to pull something out of this game, a miracle possibly, This is the time for them to go all in. That's a confirmation. Alan Thapa is out. And Akashdeep comes in. Another free kick here. And there, Akashdeep making his way for Alan Thapa. A free kick for Rajasthan United. Is there a late twist brewing in this picture? If you remember the curtain raiser of this tournament between Dempo and East Bengal, Dempo found a goal in the 89th minute. Sends it in front. The edge of the box, Noah dueling it. Another ball sent forward. A bit of a backhander. Oh my word, it needed a save. Nora Fernandez coming up with a clutch save on that. Denies Rajasthan United an equalizer. This is the game coming to life. Last minute of it. And it is seeing some crazy action. Fine header, a very unpredictable one. And Nora Fernandez leaping to perfection. And now Malla, he's come all the way from the goal. Can they get something? No, not really. That wasn't the best of corners floated in. And it's going to be a throw in for Kerala Blasters. They'll take all the time in the world now just to let it slide. Rabindra Malla Thakuri, the skipper. He's done everything that he could. I think Kabra, he's also instructing his players, just be on your feet. Possibly the last roll of the dice, you never know. If you get the ball, might just go one for the goal as well. I think time's almost running out. All the way to Malla. Delivers it forward. And with this, we come to the end of this game. Kerala Blasters will return home with full 3 points. Which means, looks like something's off. Something's off. Just as the final whistle has been blown, tempers have started flaring. And I think this is kind of uncalled for. We had a great game. There will be victories, there will be defeats. Just because you have been, like you have lost it, doesn't mean that it's the end of the road for you. Final scoreline. Kerala Blasters 1, Rajasthan United 0. And the goal came from Poldo Obiera. The Blasters can be happy. Yes, they needed to dig deep. Rajasthan United lost a man at least for more than half an hour. And finally Kerala Blasters could rattle the deadlock through their Spaniard, Poldo Obiera, announcing his arrival. Could have found an insurance goal as well. Even Amoya could have found a fine goal as well. Unfortunately, the woodwork came along the way. And with this, we come to the end of this picture. There's another crucial battle lined up. Bengaluru FC versus Mohammedan Sporting Club, which will be played in Fatorda. And it'll be coming to you live on Jio Hotstar. Thank you everyone for joining in. Tomorrow we come back with another game. Till then, take care, stay tuned, and enjoy all the action in Indian football and Super Cup.